Hello, welcome back to another episode of TimeGuessr Daily Mode. Today we are the 2nd of April 2025. I believe this is day 24 in a row of doing this challenge. And let's take a look what they have in store for us. Right, so here we go, map 1. This looks interesting. I have multiple ideas what this could be. There's some kind of pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia. I believe Muslim people do it. It's either that or some kind of event. The umbrellas, yeah, I think it's Arabic writing. Um, well, they're wearing COVID masks, so let's go with like 2021. I think I remember reading about this because there was like a heat wave and people were struggling really hard. It's some kind of ancient walking thing they have to do to reach a holy shrine for Islam. But yeah, I don't know the details. Is it in Mecca? Yeah, Mecca is here. Like that's the best I can come up with, to be honest. Say we're here. Oh, the location was extremely good. We were super close, and it was in Mecca. Socially distant. Okay, so the lines and stuff is because of the COVID for Corona stuff. Socially distanced pilgrims circling the Kaaba in the holy city of Mecca during the COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but there's some kind of story, like there's some kind of ancient trail hike people do to get there. And I'm not sure where they come from. I think they crossed like the Arabian desert or something. And people were like suffering hard or maybe even dying because of like it's extremely dry and hot in these areas. But I honestly don't know the details anymore. It's possible it's a couple years ago already. But nonetheless, a good round, a good score, good start. Right, this is gonna be a bit more difficult. Where are we? Alabama. So this is American, yeah, soldiers or whatever. Military, civil workers or whatever. Lots of press going on. This cop, his badge is honestly one of the only indications that I have. I have to cough 1 second. Alright, sorry for that. Um, yeah, let's go take a look at Alabama. Birmingham, Montgomery. I was like stuck on Montgomery not long ago. I don't know exactly what the route was, but something was about Montgomery a couple days ago. Uh, yeah, let's say it's some kind of military press conference that's happening in Montgomery, Alabama. The year, I have no clue. Middle 60s? Late 60s perhaps? Ah, I should have stayed. Also, we were in Alabama, but not in Montgomery. We were in, what's this place called? Tuscaloosa. Governor George Wallace, standing defiantly in a doorway at the University of Alabama during an attempt to block the enrollment of two black students, Vivian Malone and James Hood. During their time at the university, the girls were targeted by 4 bombs. That's crazy. But yeah, I guess there's a lot of history um, in this kind of, I don't know how to explain. I'd like to believe, and I really hope so, that these days this kind of issue is less prevalent. But yeah, the world is full of problems and weird stuff. So anyway, it's an interesting story. I never heard of it, and I for sure hope that the students involved survived and that they saw the world progress to a more broader, accepting mindset. This is interesting. This is Dutch. The two, the two cities. Dames, kappersalon, heren. This is a barber. Antiquary, which is like old stuff. I mean, this has to be uh, having to pick between Belgium and Netherlands. I'd say this is Netherlands. Yeah, probably really old Amsterdam, if I had to guess. Or Rotterdam, I guess. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm having a lot of lung issues. Let's. Does Amsterdam downtown have like tram networks? I'm not sure really. Been there a couple times, but it's a long time ago now. I would associate Rotterdam to have more like tram stuff. Amsterdam also should have it though. Trying to see if you can like spot it on the map. What do we pick? Yeah, this is a tram thing, I think. Let's just pick something. The year. This is again quite difficult. Let's pick 68. Oh, okay, so it was Rotterdam? Not really even Rotterdam, it was The Hague, okay. And the year was completely wrong, oh whoa. A secret photograph taken at The Hague during the Nazi occupation. Menno Huizinga, the photographer, was a member of the Dutch resistance and used a hidden camera to document life under Nazi occupation. That's actually interesting. I don't associate 1943 with having the technology for like hidden spy cameras. That's crazy. I wonder if there's like some kind of photo album that he released after the war or whatever. Like I should probably look into that because I like this sounds interesting to me. I also wish I went with Rotterdam instead of Amsterdam. It would have been a little bit better score-wise. Okay, anyway, round 3 this was? Yeah, round 4. Here we go. So there's Bill Clinton, I guess, but we are not in America. This is Eastern Europe. Computer shop. Exchange bureau. Yeah, he's talking about Kosovo, and Kosovo is a country that used to exist, but I don't really know exactly which countries were part of it. Kosovo itself also still exists. Like in the early 90s, some crazy Balkan wars happened in this area, like really sketchy, dangerous war type of stuff, and like resistances and armies and stuff. But to be quite honest, I don't know the finer details about what took place here. Like, I know certain countries here used to be fused together, I believe. And maybe even to this day, certain areas are like, yeah, disputing or in conflict or whatever you want to call it. Let's go with Pristina, Kosovo. I'm not sure where we are exactly, to be completely honest. Could be we're close, maybe we're quite far off. I'm not really that sure. Let's go with this, and I think Clinton. When is that? Very late 90s or early 2000s? Bush was during the 2000s, right? Like during 9/11 and stuff. But after Bush, I don't know if it's then Clinton. Let's say that it is so 2006. 2003. A group of friends in Pristina walking past a billboard erected when Bill Clinton was President of the United States. The former president is revered in Kosovo due to his role in the 1999 NATO intervention that halted conflict in the region. It was actually in the late 90s. I associate some kind of crazy stuff during the early 90s, but possibly the whole area maybe was like in a some kind of traumatic, deep, long-lasting conflict for a longer period of time. Anyway, it was actually a good round. The sign helped me a lot. I probably would have gotten Eastern Europe, but yeah, the sign definitely helped. Okay, last one. Where are we? Malaria and death are partner, but Q9 is the cure. I have no clue what Q9 is. To Moboctal? Map of Texas. Are we in Texas? In, this is what I find interesting. It's a mixed school with boys and girls. In my mind, schools were actually like split up on gender, but maybe not everywhere. Because I feel like in the older days, like my grandparents, for example, I know they went to school and they were split up by gender, and the reason for that was that the school systems were mainly organized and run by like religious Christianity type stuff, and they wanted to split up like no mixed gender stuff. But like for my parents and my generation, this concept was not existing anymore. And here it is neither, it seems. Let's see. So the Texas thing could be a clue, I guess. See if we can spot anything else. Talking about malaria, which I find interesting because I associate malaria with like Africa. Also, I don't know what Q9 is. It's like some kind of product or whatever. Not really that many other clues. Yeah, let's go with Texas, I guess. Because why, like in Europe or whatever, there's no way they would have a map of a random American state. So in that sense, I would say we are in Texas. Like Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. I feel like more towards history, Dallas had a very important role, so maybe there's a bigger chance we're in Dallas. Just take something in Dallas and see what happens. The year, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. For me, this is really hard. This can be anywhere from like the 30s to like the 70s. Is there some kind of modern technology? Pencils and pens? Is printed paper? Trying to see if there's any kind of like smart clues. They already have quite modern calendars, I feel like. Uh, um, let's go with 65. Oh, 39. Yeah, I really struggle with getting dates right. I'm not sure how you're supposed to figure out. Maybe if you looked better on the calendar, there would have been an indication. A teacher helping out pupils inside a classroom in San Agustin, Texas. It's on the border with the Louisiana. Well, location decent, the year completely messed up. Final score 37,000. It's acceptable. Yesterday I believe I got a bit more like 40, 41, but the day before I got like 13 or 19. So 37,000 is quite good. Maybe one day we'll have a very high 40k, but for now, on a random Wednesday afternoon, I accept 37. I had quite good rounds everywhere, but I made some weird mistakes, like mainly the years. Yeah, two times big time loss, and both of the times it's the year that I'm completely off. There's like some kind of issue that I have when it's black and white from like the 30s to the 70s that I really struggle with figuring out the year. There's probably some kind of smart way of approaching the whole thing where you can fix it, but I haven't figured, excuse me, I haven't figured that out yet. Anyway, have a good Wednesday and I'll see you soon.